Hello and welcome to Le Bon Baker. I'm Le Bon Baker and today we're going to be making a beautiful recipe. We're going to be making berry, chia and coconut slice. For this recipe, there looks like there's quite a few ingredients and we're going to do it in 3 different parts. So we're going to do the base first, then the filling and then the topping. It's actually a lot easier than what it looks, so come with me on the journey. For the base of the recipe, we're going to be using almond meal, we've got some coconut oil, maple syrup and then some rolled oats. And then for the filling, we've got some more maple syrup here, some vanilla bean paste, mixed berries, and then I've got some beautiful chia seeds. And then for the top of the slice, we've got coconut, and this is desiccated coconut, so shredded. We've got some more oats, some white sugar here, and then 2 eggs. To start with, turn your oven onto 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and we'll get the oven nice and warm. And then first thing that we have to do is to melt down our berry filling. So we're going to put this on the stovetop now, bring it up to the boil, and then once it's all melted down and nice and smooth, we're going to put it in the freezer and go ahead to our other parts of the recipe. In with the berries, and then I'm going to add in the chia seeds, the vanilla bean paste, and the maple syrup. Make sure you get all that good maple syrup, every last drop. So as I said, we want this to come to the boil, and then once it's boiling, we're going to reduce to a medium heat. We'll let all the berries defrost, and then we'll start to wait until it goes into a smooth texture. So this will be on a medium heat for about 15 minutes. Whoa, yum! The smell already is amazing. The mixture is starting to thicken really nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to squish down some of those bigger berries, and it'll just make a nice smoother texture for the slice. We don't want to completely get rid of all of the texture, but just some of those bigger chunkier ones, squish them down when they're ready. Alright, I'm really happy with this consistency. It looks beautiful. A lot of the bigger chunks are gone, but there's still some nice texture throughout and it's thickened really nicely. So what we're going to do is put it into a bowl, and then we're going to put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes. And that's not to freeze, it's just to cool it down. While our beautiful berry filling is in the freezer cooling down, we can move ahead to our base. So we've got the almond meal, oats, coconut oil, and then we've got here the maple syrup, and we're going to add that all into the mixer and whiz it up until it's nice and crumbly. In they go. Time to whiz it real good. I'm just going to scrape the sides quickly. So this base is a little bit more oily than what I thought, but I think it's going to cook really beautifully, and the smell is amazing. I love the smell of oats and syrup. Don't overmix your base here. I've actually only been doing mine for about 30 seconds in total, so it doesn't need long at all. I'm going to put this base now straight into my tin pan here, and we're going to start making a nice even base on the bottom of the pan. Now I'm actually not going to even oil the pan because there's quite a fair bit of oil from the coconut oil in this recipe anyway. So we'll put this in here and our base will be ready in no time. Awesome. Time to smush it out along the base. So we want it to cover the entire base. We'll just press it all out to the sides, and then once we've done that, we can work on making it more even. Pretty happy with this. So yeah, nice and even along the base, and we're going to pop this in the oven for 10 minutes on a moderate temperature, and we're only going to cook it until it's really lightly golden. We don't want to cook this for too long because we still have extra cooking time once the berry filling and the top goes on the top. Ah, told you it would stick. At this point, you've got the berry filling cooling down in the freezer. We've got the base being nice and lightly golden brown and cooking very gently in the oven for about 10 minutes. And that gives us the perfect amount of time to finish our topping. And then once that's all done, we can start piecing together our beautiful slice. The topping's really easy. All that we have to do, to start with, we're gonna beat or lightly whisk our eggs and our sugar together. And then once that's done, we'll add the oats and the coconut and just give it a bit of a stir, and that's literally it. The egg and sugar is all whisked beautifully. It looks gorgeous, so we can throw in our other ingredients. Give it a little stir until it's all combined, and then that's it. Perfect timing. This has just come out of the oven after 10 minutes. It's nice and lightly golden brown, and we'll just let that sit for a little while. And then in the meantime, we'll go check on our berry filling, bring that out, and start piecing together this gorgeous slice. This is the really fun part of the recipe. We've got our gorgeous base here. We've got our beautiful bright berries. We're gonna add these in the middle layer, and then we've got our oats and coconut. Let's do it. In goes our berries. And I'm just gonna put them all in the middle, and then we can start to spread them out evenly. Just push it out to the sides so that every little bit gets a bit of the jam. Okay, on goes our topping, and I'm just going to lightly place this on top and try and spread it out throughout the whole base so that every little part gets a bit, and it's nice and flaky in appearance. We don't want to press it down into the slice. With the fork, just lightly spread out the topping so that it's kind of nice and flaky in appearance. We don't want to press it down, as I said before. Keep it nice, light and fluffy, and that's going to toast so beautifully in the oven. It's beautiful. It's ready to go into the oven. So 20 minutes into the oven until browned and nicely golden and toasted. Don't forget, do your 10-minute rotate and check. I don't know if you've ever noticed, but for me, when I'm baking, there's always this point where the aroma of whatever I'm baking just takes over the whole kitchen, and at that point I know that it's ready to come out of the oven. So I'm getting that beautiful wafting smell now, and I think it's time to go get our berry chia and coconut slice out of the oven. Woo-hoo-hoo. She looks good. It's been 20 minutes on the dot, and now we're gonna leave it here to set and to cool slightly. We can still have it while it's warm, but we just want all of those different layers to set in their position. Let's see how she goes. Smells absolutely amazing, and it's still nice and warm, so I'm gonna go ahead and have a bite. It's nice and crumbly. Wow. There's a beautiful flavor pop from the berries, and then mixed with that gorgeous toasted coconut and oats on top. It's absolutely amazing. I'll just be here eating this. Thank you so much for baking with me today. I hope that you love this recipe. It's really tasty, and it's actually really fun as well. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Le Bon Baker, for all tips, tricks, and recipes for the home baker.